One way that England could approach it is, heeding what Jack Russell posted there, is yes, play more Championship cricket in August and hopefully on dry pitches. But I'll make another suggestion, and that is to introduce a light form, a simple form of DRS for county cricket as well, because it's tough. When you learn to play spin in county cricket and then suddenly you come into Test cricket and you have to do the same thing, it's totally different. You're up against better bowlers, but also you've got the DRS to contend with. And in county cricket, there'll be many occasions when a batter might be reprieved from an LBW decision because there's no DRS. But if you had that, then technique, as has happened in Test cricket, technique will be adjusted. And England could sort of steal a march in a way on other countries who don't have DRS in their domestic game either, by bringing it in. Simply, it's not going to be an expensive thing to do. I've got the solution to it, actually. But DRS in county championship cricket, I think, especially in spinning conditions, would enable batsmen to be acquainted and accustomed to how to bat in Test cricket in these sort of conditions.
Yeah, and that's an interesting suggestion. Do you not think, though, that to some extent, or to a large extent now, umpires, even in the domestic game, hold on, let me finish my point, have seen what's out at international level, and therefore are far more likely to give the LBWs that umpires of the past would not have given to Tuffers and John Embry, etc.
I think it's a perfectly reasonable question. I think the standard of umpiring in county championship cricket is quite poor, and that's partly because there is no reference point. There is no way of actually judging umpires anymore, except on sort of guesswork. There isn't any DRS. So therefore there's no yardstick for what's good or bad. Yeah, of course, they watch Test cricket and they watch the Hawkeye and the DRS in use, and they will learn from that. But it's different to actually experiencing it yourself. So there will be some umpires in county championship cricket who are excellent, and who, I'm sure you're right, will give those decisions that will be given in Test cricket. But there's plenty who will get it wrong as well.
The only thing I would say about that is that every ball now of every match is recorded, so there is an awful lot of data that goes into the system, and I think these things are reviewed. So umpiring performances are reviewed. It's not as if an umpire can just fire 5 people out because they want to get home, like in your day when you got that whole you're batting me into a traffic jam or whatever.
Well, actually, Peter Willey admitted once, the umpire, the father of David Willey, admitted to me in one there's a great game, Canterbury, Kent, and he gave the last man out of 20 minutes into the tea interval, because it was the last wicket, and so if you're 9 down, you suspend the tea interval until the last wicket falls, and it was about 15 minutes into the scheduled tea interval when he gave out the number 11 LBW, and it was missing leg by a foot. And I said to Pete Willey as he walked off, I said, blimey, that was a bit of a dodgy decision, surely that wasn't out. And he went, no, but I was busting for a piss.
Right.